What's going on, guys? It's been a little while since we made a video out here. Since my last video, a lot has happened. I accidentally acquired 2 more E46's. I meant to buy one as a parts car for my white one that hasn't made an appearance in a while. And I ended up accidentally winning both. Now, both of these were listed as running, driving, and hold on. Running and driving, but had mechanical failures. Both were clean titles. I've never bought any that were clean title and never bought any that were mechanical failures. So it was a first for me. When I got this one, it had a mechanical fan and water pump failure. So this guy, the water pump behind here, was flopping around. If you follow my Instagram, I posted a picture of it because it was pretty terrible. It was way bad. So I put a new water pump in it and put new belts on it. But then the coolant overflow reservoir leaked, and from reading online, that is very, very common. So I bought a new one and I've been waiting for it. So we're going to be doing that one today. And then the other car is this 330i, also mechanical failure, also clean title. This one didn't appear to be wrecked. Now, I took the core support off my white one and stuck it on here just for reference, but it didn't have a core support on it at all. So I'm thinking, by finding a brand new in the box alternator in the trunk, possibly someone paid to have it diagnosed, found out the alternator was bad, they tore it down and then couldn't afford it, and then whoever was doing the repairs just sent it off to auction. I don't know, because it's not wrecked. Well, at least I don't have anything to tell, because it didn't come with the core support or the hood or the headlights. They did manage to stick the bumper in here, though. It's so nice of them. But this is the, I think it's one of the loaded models. It's got the nice seats. I got the air box, I didn't see that. Got the mass airflow sensor. That's, well, JB welded. Okay, it's good to know. But yeah, so we have the bumper for this, and this is the one that has, and it's got like M wheels on it. I think they're staggered too. And then this is what we found in the trunk. Literally brand new from Rock Auto. And then there was something else in here too. Oh, it has brand new brake pads. It's found a mass airflow sensor in here. Not sure if that was going to be replaced or it was replaced. I don't know. That's lovely. Dang it, that's never a good thing. And we found a, let's see if we can get a picture of it. A big old amp. It has Harman Kardon factory stereo. So I was going to put a radiator in this just to see, but finding all this in here is not a good sign. I don't know, it worries me. Didn't see that before. But we'll put a radiator in it, drive it, see if it works. If not, then we'll turn this into the parts car, because I definitely need one. I need a fender, need random stuff off of it. But we'll see. But today, right now, coolant overflow. Put it over here because the sun's gonna come up and probably ruin that shot. There's lots of videos on how to do this online, but to get the old one out, it sits down in like this, and you just pull. This is what I can show you what I need to show you. You just pull this and then there's this clip here, or peg. So you pull this out and slide it up. That's all there is to it. Obviously, after you undo that hose. But yeah, it's pretty easy. One of the few things on this car that's easy to work on. So I'm gonna put this one in. We'll fill it up, try to bleed it, and hopefully we have a winner. I've never had good luck with these ceilings, so hopefully this will actually work. Maybe that's it. Go get some coolant. It's from the video I saw. Take this out and then fill this up and let the air bleed out of here. If you're a BMW fanboy, close your eyes. I'm not using blue.
Little.
So now it's leaking from somewhere else, so maybe it wasn't the overflow after all. Man, it's not one thing, it's another with this car. Actually, if you look at it, looks like it's leaking right here, but not from the neck. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But it looks like it's leaking from the plastic piece that the expansion tank clips into. I didn't order an extra one of those. So that sucks. Oh no. Radiator is actually cracked right underneath that neck. That sucks. So maybe we're gonna do a radiator replacement video. Not what I had in mind. Okay, so this new radiator was meant to go in my white one, but we're gonna put it in this one just to, I don't know, my whole purpose of this was to see if this car was even worth fixing. So I guess this is to see if it's worth fixing some more. But on the old radiator, the neck here was broken. And it was a bare radiator, and from what I've read, those are some of the nicer ones. But, so we got our new radiator. 40 bucks eBay. I had some cooling fans sitting around the garage, which I already had wired up to the other one, so I'll just reuse these again. On the white one, I'll probably put an actual fan in. I put a new one of these in. I don't know what they're called, but your coolant tank mounts here. This is for your thermostat for the automatic transmission cooler part, which plugs in here. But yeah, so all that's left to do now, let's put this back in the car, hook all the hoses up, and then we'll try bleeding it again. Hopefully it works this time. Put you guys right there. You can watch me struggle putting this stupid thing in. Alright. Let's snip these first, actually. These are what you're trying to slide in. I'm gonna hook these in. It's gonna slide to hold the radiator. Got one there, and then there's a mount here. They'll take a screw. Same with on this side, there's a little slide. So that's what I'm gonna try to be aiming this for. Probably will fail, but at least you guys get to watch it. So now my cooling fan's in the way. Now that I have a chance to actually mount them right. And my mom, love it. I think the BMW gods are punishing me because they know I'm not going to put blue coolant in it. I had a feeling that might be the case. I put these stupid springs on all the fan tie-down things. I thought they might be too close. That's right. Now I accidentally launched one of the retaining rings. I was taking this off, so now I have to go find it. I heard it hit metal, so it kind of gives me a place to start looking. It's over here. There it is, right there. One thing went right today. Well, if you guys need to know how to turn a 10-minute job into a 2-hour-long job, just keep watching. I'm sure we'll find a leak. I have to take this all back out again. But there goes nothing. Oh, balls. Why didn't you guys tell me I'm supposed to put the lower radiator hose on? Not bad. Got the clip for that one too. Okay, I got the lower radiator hose on, we're good. That's embarrassing. Now, I'm starting to see it in the bleeder right there, the bleed screw. In the video I watched, he said you keep pouring it in until the bubbles stop coming out. Just real slow. Okay, looks like it's slowed down a lot, so I'm going to put this guy back in. And then one of the videos I watched, he said to get in, turn the car to on, but don't start it, and then run the heater. I guess the heater pump, he says, is electrical. So we'll run the heater pump, he said 5 minutes, top it off some more, and then we'll actually start the car and let it run. So I'm gonna go turn the heater on. Alright, now while the heater's running, I'm gonna hook the fans back up. So we're ready to go when that's all done. Yoga! Alright, well I don't know if I believe that because nothing's happening. So I'm gonna go start the car. Decided to take it for a drive, and amazingly enough, the heater works now. It didn't before, probably because it wasn't cycling water. But temperature gauge seems so far so good. Just cruising along. I'll give you an update if it decides to puke its guts out or overheat or something. But as of now, the heater works. It hasn't risen beyond half, so I think it'll be good. I'm going to drive around the block, and then, sorry if there's a lot of wind noise from the heater. Drive around the block, and then take it back, let it cool off, make sure it's topped off on coolant, and it might be done. Fingers crossed, we'll see.